There is something deeply intriguing about the nature of intelligence and how it manifests in the lives of those who possess it, especially women. You see, we often overlook the nuanced realities that intelligence does not just exist in the abstract, it exists in action, in the day-to-day choices we make. And one of the most remarkable things about highly intelligent women is how their habits shape their existence. They are not merely passive receivers of knowledge or circumstance. No, they take active control over the course of their lives, whether they are conscious of it or not. It begins with something simple, something as basic as discipline. Highly intelligent women understand that intelligence is not an instantaneous moment of brilliance, but rather it is built over time through consistent effort, through the cultivation of habits. There's no rush. There's no expectation that brilliance should appear out of nowhere. They know deeply that slow and steady wins the race, and this manifests in their actions. They read extensively, they write, they reflect, they observe. The depth of their thought is not accidental. It's the product of a daily practice of engaging with the world in a meaningful way, and this requires a great deal of internal structure. This leads us to something else that highly intelligent women have mastered: self-control. You see, the human mind is prone to distraction. It is easy to be caught up in the noise of social media, the trivialities of the world, the incessant barrage of information that comes at us from every direction. But intelligent women know how to navigate this chaos. They have developed the habit of focusing their attention on what truly matters. They prioritize their time. They create space for deep work, for immersion in the tasks that will move them forward. And they resist the urge to fall into the trap of short-term gratification. It's the ability to delay gratification that sets them apart. But there's another layer to this. Highly intelligent women understand the importance of emotional regulation. It is all too easy to be swept away by your emotions, to react impulsively to the world around you. And yet, intelligent individuals know that emotional outbursts, while natural, are not always productive. They cultivate emotional intelligence which enables them to navigate interpersonal dynamics with grace and poise. They recognize that true power lies in the ability to remain calm and composed, even when the world around them is turbulent. This emotional mastery is not about suppressing feelings, but rather about understanding and managing them in a way that allows for clear, rational thinking. Intelligent women also have a certain kind of humility. They know that no one person can ever know everything, and they are not threatened by this reality. They are constantly seeking new knowledge, new perspectives, and are open to the idea that they may be wrong. This humility is not weakness, it is strength. It is the strength of someone who is confident enough in their own intellect to admit when they do not know something, and it is this willingness to learn, to expand the boundaries of their understanding, that marks them as individuals capable of extraordinary things. Then there is the idea of resilience. Life, as we know, is difficult. It is filled with challenges, disappointments, and obstacles that seem insurmountable. Yet, highly intelligent women do not see failure as something to fear or to avoid at all costs. Instead, they embrace it as an opportunity for growth. They understand that the ability to adapt, to bounce back from adversity, is what separates those who succeed in the long term from those who are consumed by their setbacks. They possess a kind of mental toughness that allows them to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, to keep going when others might quit, to keep striving for excellence despite the obstacles in their path. But perhaps one of the most remarkable traits of highly intelligent women is their capacity for empathy. Intelligence is often equated with logic and rationality, but the most intelligent individuals are those who can understand the emotions, experiences, and perspectives of others. They are able to connect with people on a deep level, and this empathy gives them a unique advantage in navigating the complexities of human relationships. They understand that the world is not black and white, that there are nuances and shades of gray that must be navigated with care and consideration. There is the habit of setting high standards, not just for others, but for themselves. Highly intelligent women are not satisfied with mediocrity. They demand excellence, both from themselves and from those around them. This drive for excellence is not born out of arrogance, but out of a deep respect for their own potential and for the world around them. They understand that greatness is not handed to you, it is earned through a relentless pursuit of improvement, through a commitment to growth, and through the unyielding belief that there is always room to be better, to be more than you were yesterday. This is the reality of highly intelligent women. It is not about some innate gift or some magical trait that they possess. It is about the consistent, disciplined application of effort, the willingness to face challenges head on, the ability to learn from mistakes, and the relentless pursuit of growth. It's about creating habits that support their intellectual, emotional, and social well-being. And when you do this, when you live your life with this kind of focus, this kind of purpose, you will undoubtedly rise to the highest heights of your potential. And that's a path worth walking. Discipline is the foundation upon which everything else is built, especially for highly intelligent women. It is not enough to simply have a sharp mind or a natural aptitude for learning. True intelligence is manifested in the consistent application of effort, day in and day out. This is where discipline comes into play. Without discipline, brilliance becomes little more than a fleeting moment of insight or inspiration, easily dissipated by distractions, laziness, or the temptations of immediate gratification. A disciplined approach to life means having the mental fortitude to persist, to stay the course, even when the journey is arduous and the rewards seem distant. Highly intelligent women understand that success is not a product of luck or random bursts of genius. They know that success comes through consistent, deliberate action, often when it's difficult or uncomfortable. It's the ability to show up every day, to do the hard work, to make the sacrifices required to build a foundation for long-term achievement. This requires an internal structure, a set of guiding principles that push them to take action even when they don't feel like it, even when the external circumstances might suggest that they deserve rest or indulgence. Discipline means learning to say no to short-term pleasures in favor of long-term goals. This consistency is not about rigid perfectionism or slavish adherence to a schedule, but rather the ability to prioritize and manage time effectively. Highly intelligent women recognize that their time is precious, and every decision they make must reflect that understanding. They know that being disciplined is not just about doing more, but doing what matters most. It's about cultivating habits that align with their values and long-term objectives while avoiding distractions that do not serve their goals. Whether it's dedicating time to reading, writing, working, or reflecting, disciplined women ensure that their actions are always in alignment with their greater purpose. This is where discipline intersects with patience. Discipline in its truest form is not about immediate results. It's about planting seeds and tending to them with care, knowing that growth takes time. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, the disciplined individual has the foresight to understand that real progress comes incrementally. The process might feel slow, and at times it may even seem like little is happening on the surface, but the disciplined mind understands that it is the cumulative effect of these small everyday efforts that will eventually lead to monumental change. Highly intelligent women also use discipline to overcome procrastination, a barrier that can derail even the brightest minds. They know that procrastination is not simply about laziness. It's often the result of fear, perfectionism, or an overwhelming sense of inadequacy. They confront these underlying causes head-on, recognizing that waiting for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances is a trap. Instead, they take imperfect action and trust in the process. The disciplined mind works with what is available in the present moment, knowing that it is only through persistent, consistent effort that true progress is made. Discipline in this way becomes a quiet strength. It's not loud or showy. It's not about making grand gestures or declarations. It's about showing up day after day, doing the work that needs to be done, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when the world is full of distractions. And it is this unyielding commitment to the process, this willingness to endure and persist, that enables highly intelligent women to achieve greatness. Emotional regulation is often considered one of the most challenging aspects of personal growth, yet it is one of the defining characteristics of highly intelligent women. The ability to manage emotions, whether they are feelings of frustration, anger, sadness, or even overwhelming joy, can make all the difference in how one navigates the complexities of life. Emotions, when unchecked, have the power to cloud judgment, derail progress, and create unnecessary conflict. However, intelligent women understand that emotions, while powerful and inevitable, do not have to dictate their actions. Instead, they develop the ability to regulate their emotional responses, allowing them to act thoughtfully and purposefully in any situation. The first step in emotional regulation is awareness. Highly intelligent women are deeply attuned to their emotional states. They can recognize when they're feeling triggered, stressed, or overwhelmed. And they know how to pause and take stock of the situation. This self-awareness is not about suppressing emotions or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about acknowledging their presence and understanding the underlying causes. By examining the root of their feelings, intelligent women can better understand the thoughts, beliefs, or experiences that give rise to their emotional responses. This allows them to separate the emotion from the immediate impulse to react, creating a space where they can choose a more measured response. Once awareness is achieved, intelligent women practice the art of pause. In many situations, it's easy to react impulsively, especially when emotions run high. Yet highly intelligent women know that reacting without thought can lead to regret or miscommunication. They have mastered the habit of taking a moment before responding, whether in a heated conversation, a stressful situation, or a difficult decision. This pause, though often brief, creates an opportunity to check in with oneself, to assess whether the emotional reaction is based on current circumstances or rooted in past experiences. It allows for a more deliberate choice, one that reflects both emotional intelligence and rational thought. Another key aspect of emotional regulation is resilience. Life is filled with challenges, and emotions can often feel overwhelming in the face of adversity. But highly intelligent women have learned how to navigate these difficulties with grace and composure. They are not immune to the hardships of life. Rather, they understand that difficult emotions such as sadness, disappointment, or anger are temporary states that can be managed. Instead of being consumed by their emotions, they use them as a tool for growth and insight. They embrace the discomfort, understanding that it is part of the human experience, and they allow it to inform their actions rather than dictate them. Highly intelligent women also recognize that emotional regulation is not about denying themselves the right to feel, but rather about managing the expression of those feelings in ways that are constructive. They understand that emotions are energy, and this energy can be channeled into positive actions, whether it's solving a problem, having a difficult conversation, or pursuing a goal. By practicing emotional regulation, they transform what could be an impediment into a source of motivation and focus. Emotional regulation also enhances the ability to empathize with others. By managing their own emotions, intelligent women are better equipped to understand and connect with the emotions of others. They don't react impulsively to the emotional states of those around them, but instead respond thoughtfully, providing support, understanding, and perspective when needed. This emotional intelligence fosters deeper and more meaningful relationships both personally and professionally, as it allows them to engage with others from a place of understanding rather than judgment or defensiveness. Emotional regulation is not about eliminating emotions. It's about harnessing them in a way that supports personal growth and success. By developing the ability to regulate their emotions, highly intelligent women can navigate the complexities of life with clarity, resilience, and purpose. This emotional mastery is not an innate trait, but a learned skill, one that takes time, practice, and patience to cultivate. However, once developed, it becomes one of the most powerful tools in their arsenal, allowing them to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Highly intelligent women understand the importance of focus and time management. In a world that constantly demands attention, the ability to prioritize effectively and avoid distractions is crucial to achieving success. Time is a limited resource, and intelligent women recognize that how they allocate it directly impacts their ability to reach their full potential. They don't let themselves be swept up in the busyness of life, and instead, they carefully curate how they spend their time, ensuring that their efforts align with their most meaningful goals and values. The first element of focus is learning to say no. It's not always easy to decline requests or invitations, especially when they come from people we care about or when opportunities seem appealing. However, highly intelligent women know that every yes is a trade-off. When they say yes to something, they are in effect saying no to other things that may be more aligned with their objectives. They understand that they can't do everything, and they are selective in how they commit their time. This isn't about being rigid or shutting out the world. It's about recognizing that they need to protect their time in order to achieve their highest aspiration. Prioritization is also an essential skill that intelligent women excel at. They understand that not all tasks or responsibilities carry the same weight. There are things that move them closer to their goals, and then there are things that are simply distractions, no matter how urgent or important they may seem at the moment. Highly intelligent women know how to identify the difference. They prioritize long-term growth over short-term satisfaction. They understand that certain actions, whether it's learning a new skill, deepening their knowledge, or working on a significant project, are far more important than immediate gratification or peripheral concerns. By focusing on what truly matters, they ensure that their time is spent on tasks that have a lasting impact. Time management is not simply about creating a to-do list and checking off tasks, but about managing the energy and mental clarity required to complete those tasks effectively. Intelligent women often structure their day to maximize their productivity by setting specific blocks of time for focused work, allowing for deep engagement with their most important activities. They recognize that their mental energy is finite, so they reserve their peak productivity hours for tasks that require the most focus and attention. This means they may limit distractions like checking emails, social media, or other non-essential activities during these focus periods. They understand that true productivity doesn't come from multitasking or trying to do everything at once. It comes from deep, sustained concentration on one task at a time. Equally important is the ability to embrace moments of rest. Highly intelligent women know that focus is not sustained through constant, unrelenting work. The human brain needs time to recharge. And they recognize that taking breaks, resting, and engaging in activities that refresh the mind and body are just as essential as hard work. They don't view rest as a luxury, but as a necessary part of the creative and productive process. By allowing themselves the space to relax, they return to their tasks with greater clarity and energy, ready to continue their work with renewed focus. Time management and focus are also deeply intertwined with the ability to stay present. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to become scattered and overwhelmed, constantly jumping from one task to the next. Highly intelligent women, however, develop the habit of being fully present in the moment, whether they're engaging in deep work, having a conversation, or simply reflecting on their thoughts. They don't let their minds wander to the past or future. They anchor themselves in the task at hand. This presence of mind allows them to work more efficiently, make better decisions, and develop a deeper understanding of the world around them. Highly intelligent women also understand the value of setting clear intentions. They don't drift aimlessly through their day. Rather, they set purposeful goals and align their actions with their desired outcomes. These goals serve as a guide, helping them stay focused on what truly matters and preventing them from being sidetracked by fleeting distractions. They break larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks and tackle them methodically, making steady progress toward their objective. With each step, they reinforce their focus and build momentum, constantly moving forward. The ability to focus and manage time effectively is a skill that requires constant refinement, but for highly intelligent women, it is a cornerstone of success. They recognize that their time and attention are precious, and they make every effort to ensure that they are spent on the things that truly matter. Through careful prioritization, disciplined focus, and the strategic use of rest, they create a balanced and productive life where every moment is an opportunity for growth and progress. Humility is often misunderstood as a lack of confidence, but for highly intelligent women, it represents a deep understanding of their own limitations and a commitment to continuous self-improvement. They know that intelligence, though a powerful asset, is not all-encompassing. No one person can know everything, and highly intelligent women are not threatened by this fact. Rather, they embrace it as a cornerstone of growth. They understand that the more they learn, the more they realize how much there is still to discover. Humility in this sense is not about self-deprecation or denying their abilities, but about recognizing the vastness of knowledge and being open to the idea that there is always more to learn. This humility fosters an open-mindedness that allows them to consider different perspectives, challenge their own assumptions, and welcome new ideas. It is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that we have all the answers, especially when we experience success or are acknowledged for our intellect. However, highly intelligent women avoid this trap. They know that their understanding is shaped by their experiences, and that those experiences are limited. They understand that true growth comes from being open to new ideas, especially those that challenge their existing beliefs or push them outside of their comfort zone. This willingness to remain open to learning, whether from others, from failure, or from unexpected sources, keeps them moving forward in their pursuit of knowledge. Humility also allows intelligent women to seek help when needed. It's not a sign of weakness to admit that they don't know something. Instead, it is a recognition of their humanity. They understand that asking for assistance or guidance is not a reflection of inadequacy, but rather a smart strategy for acquiring new insights. In fact, intelligent women know that they are only as strong as the people they surround themselves with. By acknowledging the expertise of others and seeking their input, they expand their own understanding and create a collaborative environment that benefits everyone involved. This humility fosters healthy relationships, as others feel respected and valued, and they are more likely to offer their support, advice, and wisdom in return. This trait of humility extends into their professional lives as well. Highly intelligent women are not driven by the need for validation or external accolades. They do not need to prove themselves to others because their worth is not contingent on external recognition. Instead, they are driven by a deeper sense of purpose, a desire to continually improve and grow. They take constructive criticism in stride, using it as an opportunity to refine their skills and deepen their understanding. Humility allows them to acknowledge their mistakes without defensiveness and learn from them without shame. It is through this openness to critique and self-reflection that they can continue to evolve, improving not only as individuals, but also as leaders, mentors, and collaborators. Humility also plays a significant role in emotional intelligence. Highly intelligent women can empathize with others because they understand that everyone is on their own journey of growth and no one is perfect. They do not view themselves as above others or as more deserving of success, but instead recognize the shared experience of human struggle and progress. This empathy allows them to form deeper connections with others, fostering trust and cooperation in both personal and professional relationships. Humility gives them the capacity to listen without judgment, to value the experiences and insights of others, and to approach every interaction with a sense of respect and understanding. Additionally, humility encourages a healthy level of self-awareness. It is easy to become arrogant when one achieves success or when others consistently praise their intellect. However, highly intelligent women are cautious of arrogance. They recognize that confidence and humility are not mutually exclusive. In fact, true confidence stems from the recognition of one's limitations and the constant striving to improve. By practicing humility, intelligent women remain grounded, recognizing that they are always works in progress. They celebrate their achievements, but they also acknowledge that there is always room for growth, for learning, and for improvement. In essence, humility is not about diminishing oneself, but about embracing the truth of one's own ongoing journey. Highly intelligent women understand that to remain stagnant is to forgo the opportunity to continue growing, learning, and expanding their potential. They approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, always seeking new opportunities for improvement. This humility enables them to stay focused on their goals without becoming distracted by ego or the need for external validation. They are constantly evolving, and it is this commitment to lifelong learning and self-improvement that sets them apart. Empathy is often seen as an emotional trait, But for highly intelligent women, it is a vital cognitive skill that enhances their ability to navigate the complexities of human relationships. Intelligent individuals understand that emotions are not just irrational forces, but valuable data points that provide insight into others' experiences, thoughts, and needs. For highly intelligent women, empathy is not just about feeling for others, it is about deeply understanding them and responding in a way that fosters connection and growth. This capacity to empathize allows them to form meaningful relationships, be effective leaders, and create environments where others feel seen, heard, and respected. The first aspect of empathy is the ability to listen actively. Highly intelligent women don't just hear words. They listen for the underlying emotions, motivations, and concerns. They know that communication is more than just the exchange of information. It is a nuanced process where body language, tone, and context matter just as much as the words spoken. By paying attention to these subtleties, they gain a deeper understanding of what others are really trying to convey. This kind of active listening requires patience and presence, two qualities that intelligent women cultivate with care. It's not about rushing to respond or formulating an answer while the other person is speaking. Instead, they give their full attention to the speaker, absorbing everything in order to respond in the most thoughtful and informed manner possible. Empathy also involves the ability to see the world through another's eyes, to understand their perspectives without judgment. Highly intelligent women approach this with an open mind, acknowledging that everyone's experiences shape the way they think, feel, and behave. They do not make assumptions or jump to conclusions, but instead they ask questions and remain curious about the experiences and viewpoints of others. This willingness to understand rather than judge allows them to engage with others in a way that fosters trust and respect. By being open to different perspectives, they gain a richer understanding of the world and are better equipped to navigate the complexities of human interaction. Another critical component of empathy is emotional intelligence, which enables highly intelligent women to respond to others' emotions with sensitivity and understanding. Rather than reacting impulsively or dismissively, they take the time to assess the situation and respond in a way that is appropriate to the emotional context. This emotional intelligence allows them to offer support, encouragement, or constructive feedback with the right level of empathy without overwhelming or invalidating others' feelings. It also helps them navigate difficult conversations or conflicts with grace, ensuring that they address the issue at hand while remaining attuned to the emotional needs of everyone involved. Empathy also extends to self-awareness. Highly intelligent women recognize that their own emotions, biases, and assumptions can influence their perceptions of others. As a result, they make an effort to check their own feelings and judgments before responding to others. This self-regulation allows them to avoid projecting their own emotional state onto others and ensures that they approach interactions from a place of understanding rather than defensiveness or self-interest. They understand that empathy requires not just understanding others, but also being aware of their own internal processes and how they might affect their responses. In relationships, empathy enables highly intelligent women to form deep, meaningful connections. They do not simply engage with others on a surface level. They seek to understand their thoughts, emotions, and aspirations. This deep connection fosters mutual respect and trust, which are essential for any healthy relationship. Whether in personal friendships, romantic partnerships, or professional networks, empathy allows them to build rapport, resolve conflicts, and support others in their growth. It creates an environment in which everyone feels valued and understood, which in turn strengthens the relationship. Empathy also enhances their ability to lead. In professional settings, intelligent women with strong empathy can inspire and motivate others, creating a sense of shared purpose and collaboration. They recognize the unique strengths and challenges of those they work with and tailor their approach to meet the needs of individuals. This personalized approach helps to bring out the best in others and fosters a sense of loyalty and commitment within a team. Empathy in leadership also means being attuned to the emotional climate of the workplace, addressing issues before they become major problems, and creating an inclusive environment where everyone feels heard and supported. Ultimately, empathy is not just about emotional connection, it is a crucial tool for personal and professional growth. By practicing empathy, highly intelligent women enhance their ability to understand themselves and others, build meaningful relationships, and foster a sense of community. It enables them to navigate the complexities of life with compassion, wisdom, and grace, enriching both their own lives and the lives of those around them. In the end, the habits of highly intelligent women are not just about their intellectual prowess, but also about the deeper qualities that guide their actions and shape their lives. These women are disciplined not only in their work, but also in how they manage their time and energy. They understand that success requires a balance of focus. Discipline, for them, is the backbone of achievement, transforming fleeting bursts of brilliance into long-term progress through sustained action. But discipline alone isn't enough. Emotional regulation is equally essential. Highly intelligent women have the capacity to manage their emotions, recognizing that emotional intelligence, by practicing emotional awareness and resilience, they can maintain clarity in challenging situations, making thoughtful decisions instead of reacting impulsively. Furthermore, their humility sets them apart. Rather than clinging to their intellectual superiority, they embrace the understanding that there is always more to learn. This humility allows them to stay open-minded, seek out new perspectives, and continuously grow as individuals. They know that their intelligence is not static, and that true success lies in their willingness to acknowledge their limitations and learn from others. In this pursuit of knowledge, they also foster deep empathy. Their ability to listen actively, understand others, and offer support with compassion creates stronger, more meaningful relationships. This empathy is the cornerstone of their personal and professional success, allowing them to connect with others on a human level and to lead with wisdom, understanding, and respect. Ultimately, the habits of highly intelligent women reflect a harmonious integration of mind, emotion, and action. They approach life with a sense of purpose and intentionality, grounded in a set of core values that guide their decisions and interactions. Their success is not defined solely by what they achieve, but by how they engage with the world around them. Through discipline, emotional intelligence, humility, and empathy, they create lives that are not only successful, but also rich in meaning and connection. These habits enable them to navigate the complexities of life with grace and resilience, constantly evolving and growing, making an indelible impact on the world they inhabit.